welcome to episode 4 of our podcast vlog. We are What is the Answer? I'm Dominique.
I'm Marie.
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter,
Instagram.
Not Twitter, and Instagram, and Ravelry.
We are on Twitter, I think.
We are,
We
but
never
we
use it.
We don't use it.
No.
But all is What is the Answer if you want to find us, and of course here on YouTube.
Yes, good old YouTube.
Yeah, this is this is going to be a rambly.
Yeah,
We've both been manic in the last fortnight, both fairly sleep deprived, but we've got lots to show you, so we'll get on with it.
Some of us more sleep deprived than the other.
Yeah. I finished work earlier on today and had 40 minutes. I thought I'll just sit down. I thought, I think I'm a bit weary.
See, she can't use words. This is the other thing that's been so funny. Dominic normally is the one that's all together and got everything, in order, and yeah, her brain has gone.
It has gone. I was weary, so I thought I'll just have 20 minutes before I come over. I'd set my alarm and I've had 20 minutes sleep in the middle of the day, so
Good
God
for you.
knows
You had a
what
nana
this is.
nap.
I had a proper nana nap. So I don't know what I'm going to say or do, but keep watching.
If Dominic loses it, then we've got absolutely no chance if we're relying on my brain. It would be just disastrous. I've got to say, talking of that, it was really funny last week. We were at Knit and Natter at number 4 last Saturday. It was so funny. Dominique was showing one of the ladies there, Fiona, how to do magic loop, weren't you?
Just
on the top of a hat.
Yes, knitting in the round on top of a hat.
I couldn't stop laughing because I could see that Dominique was not really with it and she was slightly asleep.
Can I just say before you go on, I was at that time knitting magic loop for my own.
She was knitting magic loop, and then the best thing is, all of a sudden she just glazed over, and Fiona was like looking at her. Well, what's going on? She said, "I can't remember how to knit." Well, it was really funny.
I'd got my working stitches on the wrong needle, and I just couldn't work out how to do it.
This always happens, doesn't it? We really should have some sort of system to work when it's. That'll be my 15th Amazon delivery of the day.
Yeah.
Slightly addicted to Amazon delivery. So, are you going to ramble on, or should we just pause it?
Do you think it's coming?
I'm just seeing the van turn up in reverse.
Yeah. Let's just pause.
Let's just pause. I'm back. Right, where were we?
Yeah,
right, so you were
sleep deprived.
Sleep deprived. So it was the funniest thing ever because her face literally went completely blank. She couldn't remember how to knit.
I couldn't. Communication at the minute is not.
So we swapped, and we
Yeah.
managed to sort it. So Fiona did really well. She managed to finish her hat.
And finished the hat. Yeah, it did.
Looked really good. But you need to go and lie down in a darkened room somewhere.
I've got a big event on at work on Saturday. It's Thursday today, so I've just booked a week away. Because I need that next week. I will, yeah.
You'll just be
I've
zonked
just
out.
booked a cottage in Suffolk to knit, sleep and read.
But we have been manically busy because we've been dying for 2 shows. We've got Fibre East at the end of this month and then Woolness in Newcastle.
The following weekend.
Yeah. So we've done a lot of
So in the last fortnight we have dyed how many 100 grams?
200 and something, 230, 240 and
750 minis.
Yeah.
And they're all now, so they're dyed, dried, and we've got them all wound.
Yeah.
The minis just need labelling, so
I think we need to have a rethink on maybe the labelling to make it a bit easier, because at the minute we use little brown tags that have stickers on both sides and then we tie them on with string, so might need an easier way.
Yeah, we only do them for shows, we don't do them on the website, and they're really popular. And they are really useful, everyone likes minis. But when you've got 750, there's... Fortunately, the weather's been really nice.
I know.
If you follow us on Facebook, you'll see I've had the ironing board as a makeshift table with my drill, which I used to wind, and I've been chasing the shade because it's been too hot for me.
I have managed to get outside a bit with the machine to wind them, but it's just you've got to watch it. And luckily, I've only had 3 disasters where it's chewed them up, but that's not too bad because we can cut them up and they go in our sale basket, don't we? So
they'll just go in
nothing
smaller.
wrong with it. Yeah, just
smaller.
2 pieces of wool exactly the same that measure up to 100 grams.
Or if they're anything like a 60 and a 40, we can do them separately.
Yeah, and they work. Yeah. So anyway, we've been
have been busy, but we have also got a little bit of knitting done.
We have. I've started a couple of things. I don't know what I showed you last time. I wanted to we tend to do lots of shawls,
Yes.
and obviously a lot of them ladies shawls. So I thought I'd do something, make my dad either an infinity scarf or a normal scarf. So I've sort of drawn inspiration using the Litmus pattern, which is on Ravelry. It's a free pattern. I saw a friend of mine, Louise, wore it when she came to Woolmonty.
Yeah, it looked
really
lovely.
nice. So what I've done, I'm using up some of our Donegal bright colours. So this is the knitting, you can see it there. So it'll obviously, you knit it in the round, which is really good. So it's supposed to have a provisional cast on, but yeah, I didn't do that.
That's so you can join it, so
It
make
becomes
it
an infinity. So that's my main colour, which is a new
colour.
colour that we dyed that we've called Twilight, because it's not as dark as midnight.
But it is, I really like it.
It's a really pretty colour.
It's a really dark grey.
It looks grey, but when you put it next to grey, it
It's
looks
not.
brown. It's
Yeah.
like it's really nice.
Really nice.
So you've seen that I've got the orange Donegal and the olive, and then the other two colours I'm going to put in are
my favourite.
mustard and purple.
That mustard doesn't show up as...
No, it doesn't there.
That shows more yellow, but it is quite a
It's
rich...
a proper mustard.
It is a rich mustard.
And then what we thought is we would, because you can buy the patterns free on Ravelry.
Yeah,
But we thought we might do some of these as mini skeins and sell
as a pack.
and sell it as a pack if people are interested. So we'll probably have that for Yarndale.
Yeah,
I would have
I was going to
thought.
say, let's
Yeah,
not
it'd
be
be
too
good.
ambitious.
Yeah, coming into like
Well, also,
scarf time.
your dad's not with us at Fibre East.
No, but at Yarndale, so he'll be.
I mean,
rocking
he's a good sport, but he doesn't want to wear a lacy
it.
shawl.
No, although he did wear a couple of lacy shawls. I thought it would be nice, and it would suit him with
Yeah.
with his lovely blue eyes. It's not fair. My dad's got really nice blue eyes, and I've got hazel eyes. And I remember as a kid, I was really upset because I wanted blue
What's
eyes.
your brother got?
Same colour as me, hazel
Oh.
eyes. Yeah, Mum had one green eye and one brown and like bluey coloured. Yeah, yeah. She had 3 different eye colours.
Yeah.
My mum. Yeah. So I wanted blue eyes. He's white now, my dad, but he had very dark hair and blue eyes. It's not fair.
So he will look very nice
I
in
think
that.
he wears a lot of colour, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
so
So he will be our model for that.
So that's one thing I've got on the go. What else have you? What have you got? And then do
Well,
alternatives.
well,
I'm going to have a swig of my coffee.
first
Hold
of
on.
all, I need to show you the comedy socks that I've finished. I'll just let you
You
finish.
should have let me swallow them.
Right, so
They're not that. It's just they're made for people
They
with
are.
comedy feet.
these were the socks I was knitting on last time using our minis. What you could do with 4 of our minis. I've got the rest of the ball in the bottom of the toe.
Especially if you have long comedy feet.
So they're quite short, but they just and on and
Just
on.
think how much time you could have
I
saved.
could have saved so much time.
I think you just need them. They just, if they'd been like, look,
Yes.
you fold them up,
then that's a normal.
then that's like a
pair.
normal person's foot. But that,
I measured them and I followed the recipe and. Oh, it doesn't help that I've shortened
let's
them.
do it that way. They look a bit obscene the other way. It looks like a pelican.
But not only that, I could have just done one.
Dominic, you've done a really good
And I
job with
did
those. They're
2.
really nice.
But do you know what? They do. I think
So,
they're a really nice.
If you know anybody
gradient pack.
with small ankles, extremely long feet, please let us know.
I think I'm gonna have to take them out and.
Well, I think what you could do is chop the bottom off, put a lifeline in, chop the bottom off, record it when you do it,
Yeah,
and then you could do the toes in,
that colour.
I
But
think they're
also,
fine. I think they're a talking point.
also I've cast them off, and I did them with a stretch cast off, and I can't get the.
So we need somebody
in there.
somebody with skinny ankles and probably a size 13 feet.
I mean, Grace has got big feet and skinny ankles, but even the drown herb.
Yeah, I think they wouldn't even fit Grace, even
Yeah.
with her
But
long feet.
you know, to put on a blind to
I
show
tell you what,
people
it'd be
what
good
you can
with
do.
Christmas. Hang them up. Just think how many presents you get in
I
there.
would get a lot in there. But anyway, look at the beautiful colours. Ignore. I really like
I think you've done a really
the
nice job with
petrol
how they've
and the pale petrol.
joined in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do look really nice, but
So see what you can knit with our minis. Comedy socks. A clown. A clown. Now we're back on the clouds again.
Maybe we should run a competition of what's the most ridiculous thing you can do with 4 minis.
That's not the most ridiculous thing.
No, it's not.
Talking
But it
of,
is silly.
talking of ridiculous things to do with the balls of wool, we've entered into number 4 in Lincoln because we go there for Knit and Natter. Sarah's running a like a competition.
£2 bag.
So you pay £2.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not good. She just wants to bring the community together.
And you get a bag like this full of 4 balls of wool.
Yeah.
That have been chosen by the last person who bought the ball of the
Have
bag.
you got any balls of wool? I mean,
I have,
they've just...
yeah. So in mine, I got. Oh look, I'm dropping everything now. You can see this is practically. You know, we do lots of preparation for these. So this is my 4.
Yeah. So they're just Sarah's caked them, but they are
So they're different weights.
they're oddments.
So that's 4 that I got, and this was Dominique chose these because Dominique bought a bag first.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know what she'd got, so you just have to take.
So you pay your £2, you pick up your bag that's already sealed, and then you get to put 4 colours together for the next person. Normally you wouldn't know, but I knew you were going to do it, so...
So Dominique was kind, I was a bit unkind to the person who got my bag. It was lots of different weights, and you'll just have to excuse lots of banging. We're having some building work done, so...
yeah, so I was quite kind to you.
Yeah, you were very kind.
Yeah,
Mine, it was nice, but it was like very fine weight and then some really big thick weight. So it'll be interesting to see what somebody does. So for me,
but then it's just you've got to use all 4 colours, and then share them on Sarah's social media,
and not use any other yarn with it. You can embellish it.
You can embellish it, but you can't. Yeah.
So
I mean, some of the things that people have done.
Did you see that fish hat?
Yeah.
Somebody's made this hat that's a fit. Go on Sarah's
Facebook. Go on number 4.
Yeah. There's some amazing
stuff.
stuff.
Really is.
And there's a competition, and the winner wins something. I have no idea.
Just the winner wins. I didn't think it was a competition. I just thought it was
I might have made that up. Sorry, Sarah.
There might be a...
Well, we'll find out because Sarah's coming later, and we're going to do a little bit of a mini podcast with her.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what to do. So what I've done is I've... It's a bit blooming noisy, isn't he? You can't complain because he's working. Hello?
Let's just
right.
see if you might
So I have made some covers, and I'm going to put a little face on the front, maybe some little floppy ears, and then put some little plastic plants in. So I thought we could put them on our stall.
Come into a Woolies Answer show near you.
Yeah, just to decorate our stall a little bit. So that's one, and then that's the other one. And the funniest thing is these glasses came with a set of beer pong, and they actually won't play that, and they glow in the dark.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. So it'd be quite.
Oh,
I might even put a little tea light in the bottom. Little glow. Yeah. Yeah, small things. What are you making with yours?
So, I've made. So I can't show you. I did share a picture. Can we insert pictures yet? No.
Oh yes. Oh, I'm learning. You'll be laughing. You'd think that this was so slick, wouldn't you? But I am doing a little bit of an online course on how to use my iMovie. It'll probably look absolutely no different, but I am trying.
I'll share before and after photos.
Yes.
Because I've already used mine.
So let's just say if I can put a photo in, here's a photograph of Dominique's knitting.
Of the wool I started with.
Yes, of the wool that she started with.
And this is what I've made. I'm really...
So what have you made? Yeah.
I'm really, really...
What have you made? I think they're beautiful. Have you got them under my hands?
Yeah. Look at that.
Hang on. Yeah, really nice. Really good.
I've never done a thumb before. I mean, that's a bit...
Looks really good.
Look, cast that off
and look at the pattern.
Look at the pattern.
You've got a red coat, haven't you?
Yeah.
That looked really nice. Very nice.
Da, 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 da.
I can't believe how quick you did them. Because you literally got the wool, and then was it the next day?
I got the wool and I cast them on Saturday night, and then I did them Sunday night.
Have you not been sleeping?
No.
Well, that's what happens to people when you don't sleep.
So that, I had red and grey.
And she was told off by Sarah because she hadn't used the other 2 balls.
Oh yeah, I was really excited. I'd finished these, so I shared them with Sarah, and she was like,
I'm not putting them on my Facebook.
I'm not putting them on, you've not used your other 2 colours.
You didn't follow the rules.
So, my other 2 colours were... I wasn't really sure. But do you know what I thought? I'm going to make just a tea cosy, and I'm going to thread ribbon. I'll tell you why Marie's laughing in a minute. I thought I'm going to do some eyelets. I'll thread ribbon, and then you can gather it.
Can you just explain to me?
And then I sewed it up, and I've sewed it
Where
up.
does the spout go? Do you know what? Right. I've got such a tiny head. Can you tell? Look at my head. Dominique normally makes me sit like further back so that my head's in perspective. There.
No, you go forward.
Yeah, I go forward. There. Look, my head looks in perspective. Right. This would fit. Look. Quite like that. Look. There we go. Looks like a bedtime hat. That fits as a hat, Dominique. You found a hat size
I found
that
a hat
fits.
size that fits you. Well, I can do that.
And if I had loads of hair, it could
Then
be one of those
It's one of the ponytail hats.
ponytail hats. I think that looks
So
very fetching.
last night at about, I don't know, 10 past 10, I wanted to get it finished so I could bring it on the podcast. I was sewing it up, and I've sewn it up without leaving a hole for the spout and the. But that was what. So
It could be cosy
you can
for
have a pair
something.
of little wristies and.
Something.
It will be. I'll just unpick the bits I need. But the wristies were a free pattern. It's in black and white because I forgot to print it.
What's it called?
It's called Warm Cafe Latte
Rizzies.
Rizzies. I think she's. I'm going to say Swedish. She's Scandinavian. Looking at
BE.
that. Oh, I'm going to say she's Danish. But free on Ravelry. A really nice, easy pattern.
And what about your tea cosy?
And the tea cozy, I kind of made that up. I
Kind of made it up too well, didn't you?
yeah, kind of, and that's probably why, because I wasn't really, I've
Looks
not got
good.
anything to read.
That looked
But
good.
so that was my for £2.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
really
goes to show.
pleased. Yeah.
So the other thing, talking of socks,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying not to make comedy socks. We've said that we want to, because we do a lot of shawls, and when you come to our show, you'll see lots of shawls from Open.
Yes.
But we wanted to show as well what you can do if you're knitting, using our wool knitting for socks, because people do often say, "Can you use the wool for socks?" Yeah,
Yes.
of course you can.
But also they want to know if we do stripy.
Yeah.
No, we don't. But
So I'm knitting 2 socks, 2 at a time.
we'll do.
Bottom up, that was just me dropping some needle, and I'm doing them in 2 different colours. So this one is peacock and this one's sherbet rainbow and Donegal. So you can see they do sort of have a bit of a stripe, but not a definite stripe. But again, we're just going to have a sock line.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
we're both doing, and because we're not doing pairs, we're just.
Because that green one sort of knits up a bit more. But again, we've always said self-striping, it depends on how many stitches you've got to measure
In
it.
fact, that
We're just a bit life
The
too
camera-
short, isn't it?
when that in real life, that doesn't. That
That
that's
doesn't
a
look
bit
as-
better.
yeah.
That looks from there. It looks blurred, but it does look like stripes.
Really pretty.
So that one's apples, and this one on the Donegal is one of my
It's the one I couldn't
favourites.
remember the other day.
It's Seafoam.
I was trying to say to
So
Dominique.
we're both doing the same.
Yeah.
So there.
So hopefully again for Yarndale we'll probably have a bit of a sock line with a bit of lock.
Yes. So there they are. That's the cakes.
And again, it's just a different way of looking at. People often say, "How does your wool knit up?" So it's again a different
I
way
really
of showing.
don't like that.
No, I don't. But I
Like
like
that,
socks.
but I really like it knitted up, and it
Really
looks
weird.
really nice
Yeah.
in the shawl. So it's a. People seem to really appreciate the fact that a lot of our yarn is knit somewhere on the store,
Yeah.
so you don't have to guess what something looks like, or people will see a shawl and say, "I really like that colour,"
Yeah.
and then you show them the cake and they go, "Oh, I want to pick that."
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I did most of that at Knit and Natter on Saturday because I've not had time
Looks
to
good.
do anything.
So that is really
so-
all the knitting I've got on the go at the minute. The other thing I just wanted to show you is how cute is this brooch?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! I got that from number 4. I can't remember who made it. It's one of Sarah's customers. She'll tell us
I want
when
to
she's
say
here.
Emma, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know who did it.
Yeah,
So yeah, that was really good.
yeah.
Um,
I've only got one other thing, and I did 16 rows of this the other day, just because I was going to see Sarah. Sarah's knitting the same pattern, and she
oh,
started
it's
it a
really
while
nice.
ago.
It's really nice. This I
Um,
really like it.
And the other day I just needed to switch my brain off work and think a little bit. So I'm doing.
Is it a yarn that changes colour then?
Yes, it is. But it's a
That is
Cable and
really.
lace.
I love that pattern. And what weight is it? Is it double knit, or is
I
it
think
thicker?
it's Aran. I've not got the. Oh, I have. Just stand by. I've got the second ball.
I really like that. I love the. Oh, look at that.
Oh, it is
Look
double
at that-
knitting.
Look at that stitch mark. That's cute. Dominic likes Christmas just like me.
I do.
Just wait till we're doing a
Getting near
a
Christmas.
podcast at Christmas. Oh, I just go a bit mental.
So that is, and it is double knit.
It looks really thick double knit, doesn't it? It feels so
So
soft.
it's
What is it? Acrylic?
Hayfield Spirit double knitting, 80% acrylic, 20% wool.
I tell you what, it feels really soft
Yeah,
for
but
acrylic.
it feels much nicer knitted
Oh my
up.
gosh, yeah, that feels a bit. I'm a bit funny. I like it.
Yeah.
That
But
feels really nice.
that is an 8-row repeat, so I just did 2 repeats the other day, and it just.
That feels really
I
soft.
think.
That is beautiful. I love that. Really like it.
But Sarah's doing the same pattern.
Is she doing it in a different weight yarn? In our
Oh,
wool?
she's doing it in 4-ply. I'm not sure she's done much, but I've not done anything on this for a long time, and the other day I thought I'm just gonna have a go. So it's called Fallen Clouds by Lisa Haynes.
Oh look! Oh look!
Well, this is the other thing,
Look at you.
because we were talking at Knit and Natter the other day about different ways of keeping track of where you are in patterns, and some people still use pad and paper.
Yeah.
Some people were saying they'd got an app on their phone that you could move a sliding ruler, and I still like.
That's really nice because I've got one, but it's just a metal sheet.
Yes.
I think it's a sewing one, mine, with a metal. Yours is much posher.
Folds out,
That's very nice.
folds back up. It's
Oh,
a
it's a
Knit
Knit
Pro
Pro.
one. Yeah.
I really like that. I might have to add that to my Christmas
So
list.
that is. It just stands next to me.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, got it. Christmas list. I mean, I can't remember what day it is, so the chance of me remembering that. But I can listen to the
You can listen to the podcast. I really like that one.
But yeah, it was just. I find it really useful because it's only a.
Oh, and there's a spot for your pen.
Yes. And a little. I don't know what's in it. I don't think there's anything in there.
Little zippy thing for things.
There's a little zippy thing for things. Stitch markers. It's only a 42 stitch
I really like it.
repeat.
Because mine, with it just being one, it's just one like piece of metal.
Yes.
I've had to like tie a pen on so it looks a bit.
Oh no.
Looks a bit rubbish.
No.
But talking, I do like writing things down. I do like writing. Like writing journal.
Like writing.
I don't, no, you know what I mean? I like
Yes.
to write things down.
Yes.
You know, people still use a computer. I still like writing.
yes,
I
so
like
do
to
I.
write things. When I was away on holiday in Sicily, we went into the shop Fabriano, which, if people like paper,
I've not heard of it.
yeah, they make paper. I had heard of them. It is an Italian company, but they do make beautiful paper. On the back here it says since 1264 they've been making paper. But I saw this little book, look. But what I loved about it, I know I'm like, I keep saying this, I'm like a small child. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my Lord. Look, it's just beautiful paper. How sad am I?
That's like a rainbow of.
It's just a rainbow of rainbowness. Look, it's how sad I am. Put my name in it.
I was just looking at that. I used to do that when I used to get books for birthday or Christmas.
Yeah, when you were a child.
Yeah.
And it's got a really nice elastic thing to keep on. So I keep that in my handbag. It's a bit heavy, but it just makes me happy. And the other thing I like, I like squared paper. Do you not like?
Because
Oh,
of your mathematical brain.
Yeah, because I'm such a mathematical person. I
do like square paper.
love a bit of square. This one's from Paper Chase.
But I like square paper because I like doing maths.
Well, that's because you're sad. But not only that, it's got a little
Why do you?
pocket.
How do you use square paper? Not mathematically.
Because I write on it.
Oh, I'm not sure I like that.
Oh no, I like to write on squared paper. Do you know what? The first time I came across squared paper, this sounds sad, and no, it's not graph paper. I was probably about 12 and I went on a school trip to France, and all their textbooks were squared paper.
Really?
And I remember in France I spent all my pocket money on squared paper. I'd not really seen it in this. Yeah.
Did you not have it in maths? Was your maths book?
No, I had, but that was graph
right.
paper. This isn't graph paper, Dominic. This is squared paper.
What's the difference?
Graph paper's got.
Oh no. Yes.
Dominic, you know what graph
Well,
paper
I know,
looks
but
like.
I would use that as graph paper.
That is not graph
My
paper.
maths book was like that.
Well,
maybe
it's
it
not
wasn't.
graph
Maybe it was
paper.
graph paper.
Yeah, graph paper's got all the extra
Yeah.
blue dark bits.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my sad. I have a real thing about.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have to say we
And an
both
ink
do like
pen. Yeah,
stationery.
I like
and
stationery. I like an ink pen.
that does lead to issues though, because we don't always stick to one book.
Oh,
so
no.
we've got lots of things written in lots of books. We can't always find the book we need.
I'm going to say that is not my fault.
What?
Who lost the book? I'm saying it's not me.
Oh well, I'm convinced it's not me.
Well, those fairies
Somebody.
have come in and stolen
Yeah.
our book. But I do know that I'll find it in a cupboard somewhere, and I'll have to fess up and say, "No, that book we lost."
I mean, that could be either of us. Say, you know, the book we can't find, the really nice one that was like cork. But I am convinced it wasn't me, and you're convinced it wasn't you. But it was one of us, because we can't find it anymore.
There's
But
nobody else we can blame.
we could blame your dad, but that's not very nice, is
No.
it? Blame my
My
mum.
dad would never lose it.
No, mum wouldn't either. I was just thinking it was at Yarndale last year. Who else was there? Blame my dad, because he loses lots of things.
No, we did a book, Bakewell. That was the last show, wasn't it?
It's in a safe place,
Safe play. Doesn't matter, because, you know, it's just...
because we've got another new book.
It's not as nice paper.
No,
though,
it's
is it?
not. It's
So,
not.
yeah, I like a bit, like nice stationery
Yes.
and stuff. I'm easy to buy for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, see, I'm starting the Christmas list already.
Yeah.
We're both easy to buy for.
Do you know what? This is a brilliant way of doing it. Let's just keep saying what we want for Christmas.
Normally, because I'll forget,
And then when we
don't I?
forget,
yeah, I normally
we can
forget.
go back and... Right.
I think I'm cowed up at the minute.
You count...
I'm cowed
What
up.
about a notepad with a cow on it?
That's different. I mean, things for the house at the minute, I'm cowed
Yeah.
up until I get my new room done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you've made me want a book with square paper in it.
You, honestly, until you start writing in it, you can do like, oh, I love it. Love square paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, sad. We've
Yeah.
diverged a bit, haven't we?
Yeah. But I can't believe we've got half an hour in, nearly, and we've not mentioned this.
Can we hide
So-
our lovely photos?
Last podcast we showed you, I think it was last podcast, we advertise in Knit Now. Every year they've done a indie dyer focus.
Yeah.
Well, if any of you have got Knit Now this month, issue 104 you'll have seen, but
Ta-da! There we are. Let's just hide that little bit there because I hate those photos.
look at that.
Look at the colour of my hair on that. What is going on with the colour? We'll continue that
But
conversation
look,
in a minute.
I mean, look, I can't see now. Can you see the picture?
I can see the picture. I tell you what, we
The
took
pictures
these
are-
photos of the
That
wall.
is my favourite picture. That's the
God,
Donegal.
I did well there with those photos,
You
didn't
did.
I? That was the day when we said I was laid on the floor trying to take
Yeah.
photos. So these are all. There was a few more, and I think we'll put them on our website.
Yes.
But there's a full interview there, and
The double page spread.
it answers a few
that
of
one's-
our
Just
anybody's
you're
interested.
getting to know us a little bit more on this anyway, but yeah, it was fun doing it.
Yeah, it was.
But it is surreal when you flick through a magazine and
yeah, it is a bit weird.
yeah. And
We did have a few sarcastic people asking us if we would sign it.
yes.
Yeah, they were suitably chastised.
Yeah. And I'll bite and read it. It's a good read.
Yeah.
But the very last sentence is our kind of motto at the minute.
Yeah.
Whatever 2019 and the future holds for us, we know that all is the answer.
So let's go back to this, right? I don't know what's going on with my hair. I mean, look at it there. It's like, I don't even know.
It was a really sunny day
It
though.
was, but my hair colour's just going really bizarre. I was dark when I was younger. Yeah, I dye my hair. I've got
Do
quite.
you?
Yeah.
I don't.
Bizarre. I've got quite a lot of grey in it, which I don't care about. I'm quite
No.
happy to go grey. I wish I could just go
Yeah, I
grey. But it's just going this really bizarre. I mean, look at it now. It's not too bad. What colour do I go?
Mine changes colour as I move it.
Yours is really nice. You've got some nice highlights in there. If I dye my hair, I've got a lot of red in my hair. I blame my auntie who was gorgeous ginger hair. My mum had sort of my mousy coloured hair. But I've got a lot of red in my hair. But as I've got older, it's just going this really weird, strange colour. And I dye it and it lasts. Even at the hairdresser, it only lasts a week.
Yeah.
And that's without using stripping shampoo. So answers on a postcard, please, would be really useful. What to do? I don't know what to do with it. It's driving me insane.
I mean,
do I go colour? Do I go...
But to go colour, you're going to have to go lighter.
I can't bleach it, because if I bleach it, when I have bleached it in the past, it goes the most hideous yellow.
So you either have to leave it...
But could I put like a... I don't know.
Could you put
a
lemon
purple?
juice on it?
Shut up. Can you remember Sunning? Oh, you're probably too young for that.
I do vaguely.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
never allowed anything like that.
1980s at school, rocking the crimped hair, good God, with Sunning. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't got any
Was
hair.
that Sunny? Was it not just acid, like a lemon juice?
It used to just strip you. In fact, that's what colour it used to go. That's maybe. It was like that horrible, yucky, yellowy, orangey colour. I remember having that and crimped hair. Good God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So I would, and shaders and toners. Can you remember those?
Yeah, I can.
Shaders and toners. I used to remember. I
I
used to have like a
liked
nice
them.
plum colour.
I was allowed them because they weren't permanent.
Oh God, I've had
You see,
I've
I
had
would,
every colour
if I
hair.
could, I would go to the supermarket and buy them and use them once a
You
week.
can't get many more.
No, because I only went and had mine done
Yours
a week
look-
and a half. Yeah, but there's one patch there that the grey's coming through already.
Oh,
So,
I don't care if mine went grey. I'd be quite happy with that.
well, yeah, but it's because it's all grey here,
And then-
so it goes really light and it's still dark.
But yours colours, colour seriously doesn't work on my hair.
It does, but it is now. I went to the hairdressers because normally I can get about 5 or 6 weeks out of it, and this. Maybe she just missed a patch
I
there.
don't know what colour to go. I really don't. I don't
No.
know whether to put a.
Well, I've always fancied going a ridiculous colour. Can't for work, but also everyone seems to wear a ridiculous colour now.
I know everybody sees it, and I don't want to do that.
I know.
I don't.
That's
know what
made
to
me,
do.
and I am being petulant now, but it has made me not want to do it. But I think near Christmas I'm just gonna.
I don't know what to do.
I am getting to the point where I can't be bothered to.
And I've got a natural blonde streak somewhere back here, which is as well, which always looks a completely different colour.
But that's just us rambling and.
Yeah. So answers on the postcard. What colour should I do my hair?
Oh no, don't, because that could be dangerous.
Don't mean I'll do it.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to see.
Yeah.
I also did one of those apps where you can. I mean,
Oh,
ridiculous
yes.
app, where you
Yes.
scan through the colours. Blonde. I looked.
Yeah, well, I just don't suit.
I don't suit blonde hair.
I don't suit light. I have to.
Reds. It's so I don't know whether to go red.
Yeah, you could go red.
But then I wear a lot of pinks and
Like-
purples, and I just think
Yeah,
I
but
want.
look at
I
that.
once had my hair nearly that colour.
Red and purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure. And then I'm worried in case it goes an even more bizarre colour.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I use that blue shampoo. I've got some blue shampoo that's supposed to take the orange out. Don't seem to work.
I thought that was. Yeah, I thought that was just meant to knock back blonde.
No, it knocks back the orange one.
Oh right.
There's an orange one and a blue one.
Right.
No, a purple shampoo and a blue one. I've got the blue one, which is supposed to knock back the red. But it doesn't really. I think my hair's just resistant, but I just wish it would
Go.
grey.
Yeah.
In some ways, it would be a lot easier.
Yeah.
A lot easier.
Once I can stop dying, I think I'm not there yet. But
No, I've got a few more years on
Yeah.
you.
yeah. Well. Anyway, rambly.
Bramley, yeah, so we've talked of lots of stupid things.
Yeah.
Anything else? Can't think of anything.
No, I can't. It has been a manic fortnight.
So after next one, you'll have had your holiday.
I will.
You'll feel more alive.
I
more
want some
refreshed.
sleep. If I can have some sleep, and I just want to, even just knitting them wristies and that, what will be a tea cosy. It can just switch my
Yeah.
brain off, and I have really quite enjoyed. It's been late at night when I probably should have been going to
Yeah.
bed, but I've needed to do something to switch off, and.
Talking about television, I've got to do this. Did you watch Top Gear the other night?
Yes.
Oh, it's so funny. I just think the combination
Yes.
of those three are hilarious.
Yes.
Well, I couldn't stop laughing because you know my thoughts on Turkish Delight, don't you?
Yes. But I love it.
I always call it camel's humps. I hate it. It just. Ugh. I'm not a really sweet tooth person, but I always remember Mum used to buy it. It was just. Ugh.
And then that fries Turkish delight rather than Turkish delight in powder.
When Paddy called it, I couldn't stop laughing when he said it's a chocolate covered toilet block. I thought he'd got it sorted. I could not stop laughing. And then when he had to eat it, that was even funnier. I honestly couldn't stop laughing at it. I just thought I had to mention it because it was hilarious.
I was saying to the blokes I work with at work, they normally watching that. Oh no, we've not seen it yet.
It's funny.
It's really funny. But do you not think Zara and Mike Tyndall were a really nice couple together?
Yeah, they were.
Really, really nice couple.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
They were so encouraging of each. I don't know. I just thought they came across.
Yeah, they did.
Really, really well.
But I just think they've actually got a really good team on there at the minute. It's they're
I
like
really
little kids, aren't
I
they?
really would like to have done that. You know, the barrier challenge where you
Oh,
had to go
yes.
through as quick as you could.
Oh, I would
with
do
the
it, but my eyes will probably be shut.
With a centimetre. Yeah,
That was really good.
that was really
Maybe we
funny.
should try it. Anyway, we can do it.
Yeah, but they got cars that didn't matter if they're bashed.
Good point.
Yeah.
Can we not borrow somebody's car we don't like?
think-
I think that would be quite good.
I think that's called twalk.
Perhaps we could use Grace's car because her wing mirrors would be a lot cheaper to use.
They would be cheaper to put back on. Yeah. I don't know.
But
I've been now Wimbledon started. That's what I'm doing, catching up on Wimbledon. I've been watching the Women's World Cup. That's been really good.
Yeah, lots of good sport on it at the minute.
And listening to the cricket. So in my days off, time off, that's all I've been doing. But right, that's
I think that's us.
your daughter coming back
Grace
in.
is just
So
going in now.
we
She's
shall.
looking at us, so we'll. Yeah.
No, she's laughing at
That
us.
laughing is.
Do you not want to come and say hello, Grace? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Right. Well,
We'll
on
see
that
you all
note.
in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Well, we might do another bit with Sarah.
Sarah.
So
Yeah.
bye.
Hello. Welcome back.
Right. We said earlier that Sarah was joining us. So this is Sarah.
In my new hat.
Yeah.
It's made me.
I think it looks better as a hat, actually. I think that's how you should. In fact, I like how you're wearing it with the ruffle here. I think that's
I am here, but I'm working, so I'm just gonna. Be in the
I've been
background.
buying new stock, and
Yes.
Dominique's labelling them for me.
So Sarah's been. Sarah is the owner.
Of number 4 Wool.
Yes, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, hi. It's very strange because I'm talking to myself, and Marie's right here, but I'm used to watching these on the other side.
Yeah.
So it's quite funny.
Don't give away all the
I
secrets.
know. So it's quite funny being on this side of the camera. So just to set the scene, I've been buying wool.
Yes, because Sarah was the first person to stock our yarn at her shop, which we were very grateful for. And is this your third order? It is, isn't
Yes,
it?
third
yeah,
order.
third order.
First was massive, obviously, and then I just top up and we just choose, and we've been having a swap around, and we've been playing with the minis.
Because these are some of our bright minis.
Do you want the?
Yeah, and the yellow.
So I asked the girls ages ago, would they
Oh,
do
hang on a minute.
fluorescent?
Oh, that looks really.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, that is fluorescent, but probably not as fluorescent under the light.
But they're quite traditional, aren't you? So
Yes.
they didn't think they'd ever do fluorescent, but look what they did.
They look really nice, and as well, next to a dark colour, I
Yes.
think they're going to look really nice.
Yes.
Yeah, we're keeping Dominique out of shop because she's a
Look.
bit busy.
I mean,
Yeah,
just
very
them
nice.
three together.
But we just had the nicest dinner in the garden, so that was very nice.
Yeah, it was nice. So we sat out there with the family, weren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Giggling
Yeah.
about the girls' craziness.
Yeah, well, we can't help it.
Right.
So there's a few things we want to clarify
Okay.
because I just, go for it.
Okay, so
So,
The
do you want to
bag
explain
challenge.
what your bag challenge is?
yes, so it was a random idea of my own. I take full credit for it. You put in this bag 4 balls of caked wool that I have in the shop, which are just from my stash or from wherever, random. But you don't know what's in the bag, so you buy the bag and there's 4 balls of wool in it. And then, because you're buying that bag, you fill the next bag with the 4 random balls of wool. The only rule is, so you don't know what you're buying, you're just buying this bag for £2 and you have to make something, but you have to use a little bit if you have to use all the colours.
Because Dominique didn't follow
She
that,
didn't,
did she?
hence the hat.
Hence
And
why
I
she
got
was
told off.
She got told
She
off.
did get told off, because I share it then on my Facebook, but as clever as her mitts were, that was against the
Yeah,
rules.
she hadn't done it properly,
No,
had
so she could have even just used the trim.
Yeah, she didn't really think.
So yeah, so then you have to make something out of the bag and it has to be completely off the cuff, do what you want, there's no rules as long as you use the 4 balls of wool.
So I said that you were running a competition, is that right?
Yes, so well, it originally was a competition because I didn't know how many people would want to play, But now people love it so much, they're buying the... I should take the good of my
Yeah, this is the tea cosy that we showed you before. And we have taken some nice photos of it. It can actually be used as a tea cosy.
Can we get... Hang on.
In a very... Yeah, we can get the teapot. It's in that top drawer. So I have taken some photographs of it. It can actually be used as a teapot. Not in the conventional way, I've got to say. But as you can see by my able assistant here...
So this is how we
have a
pour
nice
tea. Delicious.
Yeah.
There's a spout. There's a handle.
And as we established earlier, Dominique forgot.
Oh.
So we did have to put it all the way in. So if you put it all the way in... Yes. Yeah, it's nearly there, isn't it?
Aw, round of applause for originality.
She
Door design.
She tried, that's all we can say. Yeah.
I think I'd get an A for effort.
I think you get something for some sort of effort. But yeah. So if anybody would like a tea cosy for their teapot like this, Dominique, I think you should write this pattern.
I'm going to make holes in it for next time.
Yeah.
Right, you can hear a strange noise. That is just Scooby
Would you be able to hear it?
having his tea.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's quite fun being on this side of the camera.
We had the builders knocking through.
I'm
before.
now the one drinking out of the Emma Bridget mug.
Yeah, and I've gone for the wine in an extremely large.
I did say to you earlier, didn't I? Cheers. That in my chat and craft group, someone used my mug.
Oh, yeah.
It really upset me.
I'm not
Well, it didn't
precious.
upset me because she was new and she was lovely, but I was like, oh no. I was getting a little bit angry. Oh, I was quite
Do you not like
uncomfortable
people
about it.
using your mug then?
No, not that mug. Not in the shop, because in the shop I have designated cups for my groups, which are just generic mugs. And then I have an Emma Bridget one that says number 4, like, it's quite special.
You see, I like my cow mug, as everybody's probably seen, but yeah. if
You wouldn't be
somebody-
precious over it?
No,
Oh no,
No.
I'd get, no.
I like all my mugs, although I've got to say, when the builders have been in, didn't want them using my Emma Bridget water. So I bought them some nice building mugs.
Builder mugs, yeah. Yeah.
So I bought tin mugs, which is good because they get half a litre of tea in it.
Yeah, nice.
Saves making loads of tea, doesn't it?
And, we could find a new magical teapot without... that could be the Builder teapot with the Builder tea cozy. Oh.
I think we've got a bit of a thing going on here. I think you could actually have quite a good sideline,
I
Dominique.
will take orders.
Yeah, she will
Yeah.
do wonders. So we went, I don't know if I then finished to explain it. People now love it so much that they're buying their second ones and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, they love it. It's just the fun because you...
I will buy a second one.
Yeah, because it makes you think outside the box. Like mine was, everyone says it wasn't, but it was beige. It had no pink in it.
Yours was gorgeous though, because you made a Mr.
Mr.
Bonjour, which is on your. You put it on your Facebook
Yeah,
page,
yeah.
haven't you, and Instagram.
So yeah, originally I was like, oh, I don't know how many people play. It'll be a competition. I got a £10 voucher for the best prize, and I was going to donate some of the money to a postnatal depression charity.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, because that's where number 4 stemmed from. Me suffering with that. Yeah, so touch on that. But it's taken off so much that I don't know how I'm going to play the competition. So when I've got loads of photos in an album, I'm just going to get my 4-year-old to say that's my favourite and that they can win the prize.
Because we were talking the fish hat one.
Yeah, because how
That
can you
was
choose?
Really, really
I
clever.
know, but it's like anything. How can I choose? I
Yeah.
think everyone's clever. I think anyone that can turn a strand of string, basically,
Yeah, into anything.
into something is very clever.
But I think that's a good idea for your little
To show
boy.
Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He,
Talking of clever people, though, look what Marie made me.
there, that's probably the right line.
The pom-pom.
That was the first pattern, wasn't it? And that you
Number 4. So I first had before I had my big wool is the answer, the girls made me my own. So that's actually up and down.
Yeah.
That's actually...
The pink and grey dots, wasn't it, that you
Yeah.
wanted? Because that's your logo colour, isn't it?
Yes, so this is the same as number 4, because you all know, because you all look at my website.
Well,
Obviously.
you've just launched your website, haven't you?
Which isn't .com, no .co.uk.
No, because I got it wrong
It's
last time. Last time I said number 4, written as number
Number
4,
four,
all
yeah.
in letters.
I'm also really funny about that. So you know I said about the mug?
Yeah.
If someone put number and then they wrote 4, I don't
Don't
know.
like it.
It has to be FO.
We all have our foibles, don't
Yeah,
we?
yeah, I don't like that. So yes, so the girls dyed me this, and then for my first birthday party, do you remember?
Yes.
That's the launch.
yes.
So
Yes.
we had, I don't know, like 30 sets, and they all sold.
Yeah.
Like everyone's in our little world. We have such loyal, lovely customers and friends, don't we?
But it was lovely because one of your customers, Fiona,
Yes.
She
Fiona
made
keeps
what-
getting,
Yeah.
Fiona, you're famous.
yeah, she's famous.
She'll be-
She she had 2 sets, didn't she?
She
And
did.
she made a
A massive
huge
crochet.
Is it crocheted?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it
Fiona
It was really
could
good.
only crochet, but we've taught her this year she can knit now.
Yes, that's who we mentioned before when Dominique was trying to show how to knit. And
So
she
Fiona,
forgot
I know
how
you'll
to
be
knit.
really excited that we keep saying your name, Fiona,
Yeah.
Fiona, Fiona,
Yeah.
Fiona, Fiona.
See, Dominique is still here. She's still awake,
Still
actually.
Oh.
Still awake.
here.
Still awake.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking that what we really ought to do is come to a chat and craft at number 4 on a Saturday and
Yes.
podcast so everyone can meet Fiona.
Yeah.
That would be good. We could do that, couldn't we?
Fiona's now like the. I think we should
You've
count
got
how many
some
times
really
you-
nice customers, though,
Oh,
haven't you?
I have
You've,
the
I've
best
got really,
customers.
yeah.
I
some
was
really
telling
nice
the girls
people.
earlier about a really sweet lad that was my last customer today. But yeah, you do get. I have very lovely customers. Yes.
And if you don't know where it is, it's on Burton Road in Lincoln. So if you're ever around Lincoln, you must pop in because it's if you go on Chat and Craft Day, it's hilarious because you'll usually find that everybody's running about laughing.
Yeah, honestly. Well, we just had a chat and craft last night because once a month I do a Wednesday night one for girls that can't
Right.
come in the
Yeah.
day. Although it does tend to be quite a lot of my Tuesday morning girls anyway. But we laughed so much. My tummy still
That's good though.
kills, absolutely kills. I can't even explain because it was so rude. I can't
No.
tell you
Please
why.
don't.
No, it was.
You
very,
know how they go on, please don't swear on BBC, whatever,
Yeah,
Channel
yeah,
4, all
yeah.
other television channels are
I
available.
was kind of hoping for this you'd make me laugh. Anything funny?
It's still
Do one of you do your thing talking to Fiona again? Eh.
You're ragging bone, man.
Oh yeah. That was funny. Sarah, what she's changed schools, hasn't she? And she was talking about when the rag and bone man came round, and I just said, I remember them coming round as a kid, and you could never understand them. A little bit. She's gone. A little bit like the people who sell the Evening Standard in Lincoln. You walk past them and all you get is, Sarah! See? She's easily pleased. I don't have to do anything. She just,
I don't know why Fiona's become like the most. I just love her. But obviously, I've come round to buy wool, not realising I'd be on the,
not realising that you need,
I'd be on the telly.
Not realising that you're on the telly and you have to
Yeah,
dress up
so-
as you can tell.
Yeah,
Dress
so
up,
these
hair,
two have been in
makeup.
hair and makeup.
Yeah, we've
for
been
the
in hair and
afternoon.
makeup all afternoon,
Yeah,
as you can
and
tell.
this is how I.
Yeah, but your hair's really nice. We were having a discussion about my hair.
My hair
your
is
hair's-
supposed to be pink, but it's.
It is.
I've washed it once, and it's gone.
It has come out
It
quite
has
big,
come
actually.
out, yeah.
So, but I've got techniques, so don't worry. It will keep getting pinker and pinker.
Excellent.
I still don't know what colour to go.
I could see you were worried, but
Yeah.
try not to worry.
So, have you finished doing all your jobs now?
Yeah, finished.
So Sarah will be stocking with more
Look at all
yumminess.
them minis.
Yeah, at one point we had all the minis out and Sarah was practically just covered
I
in
think there
them.
is photographic evidence.
Yeah, there is.
Because
There
I'm
is.
a bit. See, no, we haven't discussed this. We've said you don't,
Yeah.
but I sniff, so I'm not a squisher. This squish and sniff thing.
There's a
just
website
obsessed.
for that, you know.
Is it?
And that is not what we are.
Yeah, I think I've been banned from
Yeah.
most countries.
From yeah.
You don't get it.
It
You
just
don't
smells
do it.
woolly to me.
No,
Can
don't get
people
it.
comment on your blogs?
Probably.
No, hang on. What are we supposed to
No.
call them? Vlogs.
It's a vlog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can. Yeah.
Okay. So can you comment, please, if I'm a weirdo?
Yeah, I think we can all
Well, no,
answer
don't say that I'm a
Go-
weirdo. But we don't want to know that. It's like when you said no nuts in the house.
Yeah. My daughter's got a nut allergy, and Sarah said, "Can I bring something for tea?" And I just said, "Yeah, do whatever you like. You don't need to. Just remember, we don't have nuts in this house, apart from me.
Just
I'm
one.
the only nutty thing allowed in this house."
And Dominique with her tea cake without her.
Yeah. So you've now got a new batch of wool, so that'll be stocked. Yeah. So she's been very happy.
Yes, very happy,
Um,
very excited, and especially that you've done
Me
fluorescent.
on.
Look,
Yeah.
she's sniffing it again.
Even though I'm
Just
terrible.
not. Can you want it?
So when you come and buy from Sarah at number
I sniff
4,
it as I put
It's
it in
been
the bag,
sniff
don't I?
tested.
I do sniff it as I put it in the bag. And do you know what else as well? This is another
That's
thing.
not right.
People go like this in my shop, so they'll get their bag, their number 4 bag, and they'll just go like this. And I'm like, oh, so I have to pull it back out and like lay it properly. So like if you're getting balls, you know, like your generic 100 grams, they
Yes.
stand up very neatly.
Yeah.
So I have to undo it all. I have like proper pangs. See, I have got really weird things, haven't I?
We all have.
We all have.
Oh no, really
Yeah,
weird.
we
Yeah.
all have little bits and pieces,
Yeah.
don't we?
Have you done the whole what you're knitting at the minute conversation?
We
Yeah,
have.
we've done
Oh.
what we're knitting. What are you knitting?
Nothing.
It would be nice to see
That
what
bloody
you were knitting,
cardigan,
wouldn't
yeah.
it?
I did this bloody hell.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
You've
fine.
said it now.
I said it
Yeah.
now. Ooh, sorry, I'm a bit of a swearer. I
I'll
have.
have to put a PG rating on this
Yeah.
one.
No, I'm really sad at the minute with my knitting.
Because Sarah came round and she'd said, "Oh, I'll bring my knitting."
I don't know where,
Where
it
is
is.
it?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
It'll be in the shop.
It will be in the shop.
Or perhaps it's just somewhere in
on
Lincoln.
Burton Road.
Doing
I
the
don't
tour.
know, yeah,
If
somewhere.
anyone sees a half-knit cardigan on Burton Road,
Is it in
But
a
I
bag?
can't stand. So what I can't stand is one project.
Oh, no.
we can't.
One-
No. Yeah.
What's
ridiculous.
that about?
No.
Yeah, you need
But-
more than one.
But Marion, hello Marion, she'll love that she's on camera.
Oh,
Hello, Marion.
Marion and Pirio.
Yeah, freaks.
But Pirio, I've never seen anybody knit. And she knits up here, doesn't she?
Yeah,
She's
but-
amazing. Honestly, going to With Love from Lincolnshire.
And ask her to knit. Yeah. So these ladies are my close friends, and they just have one project. So I
That's
think
not right.
So I think, well, I'll try it. Let's see what. Horrible, makes me
Yeah.
miserable. I
Yeah.
turn into, you know, we're saying sulkers.
Yes.
So we're explaining earlier, we both sulk. It makes me sulk. I hate it. I don't know why anyone. So today, for no reason whatsoever, whilst I was sorting out my order for you guys, I was just putting wool in my bag because it all needs making. I don't understand one project.
Yeah,
No.
these two are sulkers. I'm a shouter and I flare up and then I'm forgotten with.
And I just shout at my husband. And
Yeah.
you just shout.
Yeah.
You allowed to
You
say
can
that?
say it out
Oh,
loud,
okay.
yeah.
Dominique just shouts
Yeah.
at her mum.
And I'll just shout at anyone that annoys me. So there you go. Yeah, I would say fiery temperament. Yeah.
But, so at the minute, so I'm doing my first cardigan. I set, along with Marion again. She'll get another shout out. There you go, Marion. Famous again. We said at the beginning of this year, what are our goals? Knitting
Oh,
goals.
yes.
Yes, and as someone that's knitted for a long time, she's like, well, I've knitted for a long time, but she still had a goal of doing a top-down.
Oh, is she doing one?
Oh,
Couple of
top
dozens
down
of-
in
Pulled it
the
all back.
round.
Yeah, she got that far and realised she'd still have to go that far, so she pulled it all back. She wasn't feeling it.
Oh, well, if you're not
Well,
the...
You're not feeling it, you're not feeling it.
No, you've got to
Yeah.
leave it, haven't you?
So mine was to knit my first ever big garment. So I'm knitting my cardigan. Have you seen the cardigan?
Yes.
Oh god.
Is
It's
this
a
one with the
long
pockets?
cardigan as well,
Yes, it's
isn't
very
it?
long.
Yeah.
It's pocket. So I've learned, obviously, to knit long cardigan.
Yeah.
Follow the pattern. That was a big thing. So I've done a back, two fronts, but the two fronts had pockets.
But they were
You
inserted
attach
pockets.
it. Yeah, you attach it. You knit the panel first.
Yeah.
That
Do
was
you
funny
remember?
when you were
Yeah.
sending
Yeah.
messages.
So I also was telling the girls. These two helped me figure out the pattern.
Well, I think
Yeah.
it was Dominic
But
Moore.
yeah, so me and Marie were like, huh? And Dominique had it, but we were kind of talking over her. But you were
Yeah.
the one that knew
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
to
We
do.
were pretending we knew
yeah,
what we were doing.
we
Yeah.
knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Um,
read the pattern.
Yeah.
So Dominique figured it out. So when it came to the second pocket, what I hadn't done is knit the panel ready. So when I was going, what do I do? It's because I didn't have the bit.
You didn't
of,
have the pocket.
Yeah, I didn't have it.
Yeah.
Anyway, blah blah blah. So it's so close to being finished. I had to pick up like 500 stitches all the way around.
For the
So that's a
band.
new.
Yes.
Yeah. And then ribbit.
Yeah.
Ribbit.
So a 2x2 rib. So that is now easy, and I'm at the last hurdle. But I've had the sleeves up, down. Oh, I'm just going to be glad to see the back of it, because in the meantime I've done nothing. So when I did my blog this month, at the end I put my finished things.
Yes.
I even had to put in some crochet coasters that took me about an hour, because I had nothing else to put on there that I'd finished.
I've got to say, I like your blog. It's really, I like how it's written.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I
really
like
nice. Yeah, it's really good.
I had a bit of feedback on Saturday. You weren't there Saturday, were you?
Yes.
Oh, you were there Saturday.
Yes.
Sorry, that's how much.
Well, she was there, but she wasn't really
I
there.
wasn't,
was she?
but I wasn't in the room.
Oh, yeah. She was there
But-
physically, but not mentally.
Not mentally, yeah.
See, I'd really like to show the doll on here, but I don't think that's appropriate because there was something else
No.
making us
No.
giggle.
Oh, my lord.
But we
No, we can't
No.
show that.
Well, in a nutshell, it was somebody had made this beautiful knitted hand
Rachel,
doll.
who also watched
Rachel.
this.
Rachel.
Rachel.
And it was a beautiful knitted doll.
Crocheted.
Right,
Right,
anyway,
come on.
crocheted doll. And then somebody else decided to make the same doll.
Yeah.
No.
Well, when they knitted it,
Yeah, that was where I got the knitted from.
but it was.
It looked nothing like it.
Imagine on Pinterest you see the cakes and things,
Yeah.
what it should look like, what it does look like.
It was like that.
It was like that.
It was so funny, wasn't it? And yeah, it did cause us lots of laughter. So now
But I've laughed at this for like 2 weeks now since.
yeah,
Rachel
but the
showed
good
me.
thing out of it, we've decided now what Sarah's getting for Christmas.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to knit her one of these
An ugly
doll. Yeah.
Well,
And clothes.
I
And
hate-
clothes,
I
it's
hate
going to have outfits, it's going to have everything. So, you come in
can
it.
I have a tea cozy?
It'll cut. Oh my lord! Dominic, you're going to knit it a tea cosy hat.
Like a mini teapot. Oh, but can I have the? I said I'd
It
accept
can have
it if it had all the
accessories.
little things.
Yeah,
It can
we
have
can do that.
rubbish accessories. I was
Yeah.
going to say the knit word as well, but it can have rubbish accessories.
Yes.
But the reason we started rambling on about that was because Saturday was when I had to get a bit of feedback about the blog.
Yes.
Because I don't know what a blog is. I'm just doing it because I
Well,
feel like I should.
it's written really well, I've got to say. I'm not
It
just
is.
saying that. It feels very personal. Sometimes you can read blogs, a bit like when you watch these. They can be very polished and very
scripted.
and yours
Oh,
really
we-
comes from the heart.
Our script, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the script.
yeah. We do, as you can tell, there's a lot of planning goes into what we talk about.
Can I just talk about your blog, because you just said then you had to nick them, you had to crochet them coasters quickly
Yeah.
for the blog. Well, that's a little bit like my teapot and scarves.
Yeah, because
for
I
this,
told
because
you
I
off.
knew this was coming,
Oh, yeah.
and I thought I need something.
Any-
Any
told me.
excuse.
Yeah.
Any excuse.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So, I can't remember. So, yes, thank you very much. I'm very proud of my website now.
It is
It looks really good.
really
yeah.
professional. Yeah.
I'm
So-
getting to grips with it. It's not my comfort zone at all. Pen, paper, wool, hook, needles.
So
that's
now
me.
you need
Well,
to
you
do
need to
this.
watch the blog about the vlog
The
back, because Marie talks all about her love of paper and
Oh,
stationery.
yeah.
I love
there's
stationery.
a lot. I won't go over it
Do
again.
you know the
'cause
best
I've
thing
already
about
done
getting your own wool shop is you get to use all your notepads.
Yes.
So
You
all
can
these
never
beautiful,
have
I've
too
had all
many.
the Kylie, all the Emma Bridger, all the Kath Kits, and all these lovely things, all the paper chase cute things, and I get to use them now.
Yeah, perfect.
Best thing about getting a shop. Yeah.
Perfect.
Also talking of shop, we have a new cake shop arriving next door.
Oh, yes, on Burton Road, yeah.
So there's going to be cake and wool like that close to each other.
And then the other side with Love from Lincolnshire.
Oh yeah, and then and a curry house, which is nice,
Oh.
but ignore that.
Yeah,
And
ignore
then there's
that.
With Love. Have you mentioned With Love on here before?
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yes.
I bought the... Yes, we have mentioned it.
Yes.
Because I bought
Yes, you bought your doll,
my doll,
Wonder Woman
Wonder
doll.
Woman doll, with my glass cows and things, yeah.
Yeah, we have
Did
mentioned it.
mention
You're
it.
right.
Oh, we've mentioned Period Speed Knitting before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Super
Yeah.
ninja knitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't think of anything else. Well, we're just going to now...
I'm going home to get some sleep before I go back to work in
no,
11
she isn't,
hours.
because we've got something to book. We're going to try
Oh,
and
yeah.
get sorted
Yeah.
out for a knitting retreat, aren't we? We're going to have a look and get booked for a knitting
Marie.
retreat.
Can I quickly ask though, because I missed that conversation, what are you knitting at the minute?
I'm knitting the cowl that I showed you.
The bubble. Oh,
No.
Oh yeah.
The neon
But
cowl.
it's not the neon cowl.
This
It's
cowl.
going to be a scarf.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Oh,
going to be
yeah,
a scout,
yeah.
like an infinite,
Infinity
as you've seen.
scout.
Oh yeah.
It's-
So
I've
did you
just
show
got
everyone this?
stuff.
I looked
Yeah.
at this and thought, oh my god, I know I'm larger, but is my neck massive? Because
Yeah. What I mean, for God's sake.
oh god, I just pull it off needles.
Well,
Oh no.
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 You did
So
I
what-
do envy your knitting. You're very lovely at knitting.
so what it is, it's a double-sided. So I'm knitting it in the round. It's a double-sided, and then I'll just block it.
And is that because you want it to have stocking stitch? Is that because you want it in stocking stitch?
No, it's so that sometimes
it's
when
kind
you
of reversible.
it's reversible. So if you want to wear it as a
There's not a right and a wrong way.
so when you wrap it round your neck and it falls that way, you haven't got a right side and a wrong side.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Because if it was
If it was
stocking
just one
stitch,
one
you'd have a
thick,
garter,
and it would be
you'd
too
have
thin
cut.
as well.
Yeah.
Because
Right,
it's 4
yeah.
ply. So
Oh, I like that idea, and I like the fact you're just knitting it. And are you just adding this in ad hoc, or have you got a bit of a pattern?
no.
Oh.
Oh, come
Ad
on.
hoc, Marie.
Oh, are you really ruly? I don't know that
you're,
about
not,
you.
you're not talking to me.
Oh, I didn't know that about you. Oh, you
It will
really
be
get
completely
that.
symmetrical.
But so,
I try sometimes to go random.
You gotta
I
do
try
it.
so hard sometimes and
And
think,
then she
oh, I love
rips
it.
it all
do you mean
out.
just in the stripe, or do you mean against
Right.
the pattern?
No, so there's 15 rows of grey,
Yeah.
then there's 5 of the colour, 2, 5, 15.
Right. Okay.
So I just have to have
But
it.
what does the pattern tell you to do? Exactly that.
No.
Oh right. So you're not a slave to a pattern.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
right.
no.
Oh, right.
No.
Okay.
No.
When I say I can't do random, I can't. I often see people jumpers or things they've knit and it's like
Literally
a,
random.
like a colour here. You know, if
Oh,
I
and
was,
that's what I tell people to do. In the
when I was
shop.
doing patchwork,
Yeah.
oh, I just wanted random. I
Yeah.
couldn't. I had to have it like, and I find it really difficult not
Oh.
to. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no.
funny like that.
Patterns are just there for guidance.
Right. Okay.
But
okay.
it has to be
So
symmetrical.
you're that. What were you making?
I'm very
How are you finished?
symmetrical.
Nothing at the minute. Do you hate everything?
I've just got 2 socks on the needle.
Yeah, things in my house, I have to have them balanced. I can't just have like something random on a wall that's either not in the middle or.
Oh no, like that. I
Oh.
understand that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand that.
But I am a bit like that with Yeah.
So I'm going to try and finish so hard. I'm going to actually go back to the shop after this
You know.
and take
Yeah,
the,
to
yeah,
find the
the
wall.
excuse. So the way I won't feel like such a weirdo. Honestly, I can't stop. We were talking about like really crazy things happening in the world, and I was just sat there thinking, where is my knitting? I can't think where I've left it. Oh.
You're fine.
So I'm going to use the excuse of taking my new wool
Okay.
back to the
That
shop.
excuse.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
find my knitting. So I'm going to finish that, and then I'm so excited because then I'm
Newcastle.
using, yeah, well, I've got a scarf I make at the minute that I love, and it's got your magenta Donegal in it.
Oh,
And I'd
yes.
forgotten all about it, so I came back to it, and I had to suddenly remember, what's a CDD?
Oh.
Yeah, because
yes.
I'm not a knitter, by the way. I'm new to
Yeah.
this.
CDD.
Slip.
No, a centre double decrease.
Slip.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
But I had to do the good old YouTube.
Oh, right, so it's
Yeah.
just a different name for it.
Yeah.
Oh, why? What else is it called?
Well, it's really an SSK, but
Yeah.
you just do it
Slip,
in
knit.
centre.
Oh, well, I've got them in the pattern as well. But maybe it's because it's not a CDD.
Or maybe it's just maybe.
Oh,
on
now
Slack's-
don't start talking in
Yeah.
acronyms because
Okay.
I'll just
It's
get
too
lost
late
off.
at night.
But
mine.
really,
late.
my love is crochet, and I've normally got a big thing on the go, and this cardigan is the big thing, but I'm not enjoying it. I will love it when it's done, but I'm not enjoying it, so I want it gone. And then I'm going to try and do my blanket, but now I've seen all these, so I bought a blanket pattern at Woolin, and
You're going to sniff the wool again,
I'm
aren't
going
you?
to sniff the wall again. How can you not? I don't understand. Anyway, and it's in little rows of colours, so I was thinking these.
You always
Oh
sniffed wool.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Before you had a wool shop, did you sniff
Yeah.
wool? Is that why you opened a wool
But
shop?
I was saying, the people at the wool festivals must think I'm nuts, and they
Yeah.
must think, well, we've got to sell that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been there like
I
rubbing my
would,
nose
yeah.
on it. Would you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
would.
Dominic could get really angry with
Oh
you.
no.
I wouldn't tell you. I would just stare at you.
Well, I was just sniffing all your wool.
But you're buying it.
Yeah, but I'm not all of it.
Yeah, well, I don't know which ones you've
Ah.
sniffed.
So if you buy from the girls, chances are I've been sniffing it.
It's really not right, is it? I'm sure there's probably a word for it.
Yeah, weirdo.
Yeah, yeah, we could go with that. But I reckon.
I don't know why it's come with it.
Affiliate.
Yeah, something affiliate. Yeah,
Ooh.
wool affiliate,
Ooh.
wool sniff affiliate,
Yeah.
wool sniff affiliate.
We'll
Yeah,
sniff it.
that sounds quite good actually.
Oh yeah.
And I bet there's people who study it, wool snifferologists.
Yeah, there's definitely a psychologist out there that
Yeah.
knows all about this.
Yeah.
And
So,
there's a reason behind
Again, if you're a psychologist and you're watching this, we would love to know in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just weird. I'll go with that.
Also, just a little bit of inside knowledge. This is the technology involved.
It doesn't work though. That's why we sometimes look a bit odd at the end going,
We're a bit startled.
Can we do the meerkat as well? So my favourite thing when I watched the girls' first blog was when they came back because someone had knocked at the door.
yeah, we did.
Oh,
right,
oh,
right, let's just
no,
freeze. Let's,
Okay, so they came out like this.
There's somebody at the door, right. Hello. Is that what?
That
made you laugh, didn't it?
Did you like this? All right, yeah, we're back.
It's because we don't edit it. And it's just all put together.
You'll
But
notice
surely
in...
you can see because you can see yourself.
Yes,
I
but
know,
we
but you
still
still
press
have
the button.
Oh, the button.
You have to press the button on and off. So we often, or should I say, me,
Yeah.
press the
So
button.
you're not technical in any shape or form.
She's
Well, I
not
don't
allowed
get
the
the
button.
button.
Oh, okay, it's mine. Okay.
It's mine.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Listen, you know, I'm a control freak.
Yeah.
Not allowed it.
So can we?
Not
So we're
allowed
going to
it.
do a podcast at the shop. That'd be really cool.
I think
that
so.
would be good.
Although I do love your setting here because this is one of my favourite things. I did kind of say before my birthday that I love that,
Oh, but did we not take the hint?
but I didn't get one for my birthday.
Yeah, well,
I did get some raspberry gin though, and lots of lovely, pretty things. But yeah, I am in love with this. And no, not
Christmas.
any no disrespect. That's really doable. Like people can make
Yeah.
these things,
I made it, so
and it
Dominic
looks
made it,
really slick and
And
stylish.
then I've made some for
Yeah.
people.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it looks nice there.
Very cute. Yeah.
That's
Yes.
my sort of wool.
But I think we should mix it up and get you down the wall shop.
yeah,
I think that
so.
would be good if your customers.
Have you got a favourite area in my shop, by the way?
Where I sit for chat and craft.
Yeah, I like on those chairs. Yeah.
Because I like looking at the whirls.
Oh, okay.
I like looking at the bench and the whirls.
See,
If your
my
customers
favourite-
are happy, I think we could do one. Or if not, we'll just do one when they're not there.
Yeah.
And we'll just do,
Oh, I think they'd love it.
I think a lot of them will, won't
Yeah,
they?
they
I think
love
the
it.
Saturday morning ladies will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All my groups, yeah. You might not hear very much. Saturday's probably the best for. We do kind of respect one another and listen to each other. Like one person talking, probably a bit more than the other groups. I don't know.
Do we?
I don't know. I'm tired.
Well,
I don't know
excuse
what
me
I'm
if
talking
you did. I'm not bored of listening to you.
Yeah,
I'm just
whatever.
tired. Yeah, I was up early. I was up early this morning. Yeah.
What time? Oh yeah, no. Anyway,
Yeah.
Loads of conversation. They don't want to hear.
So, unless there's anything else that you would like to say, we'll can't think that there's anything.
I
We need to
think-
go and book this.
I think if people have liked Sarah, I'm sure they will have, then we'll have her back.
Yeah.
I
I think we've been quite tame today.
Yeah, I do tend
We
to
did
laugh.
throw it on you a little bit though,
Yeah, I
didn't
wasn't
we?
prepared, and I am tired. And
I think if we'd have done this on a day when we've all had a day off,
Yeah.
and we've all had
I
a
do
bit
have to
of sleep.
say though, whilst I am on screen, I do love you guys.
Oh.
I'm not even drunk, but so I love that we are all the same like that, aren't
Yes.
we?
Yeah.
We don't get the girls don't get funny if I buy wool from another handler.
Oh no.
I don't get like I encourage everyone to go to other wool shops. I'm not the biggest fan of online shopping, but that's just me personally. Even Marie's just had a load of Amazon. I just don't do online shopping for anything, let alone wool. I love that you can have your wool shop and it's more the community. So I'm very, not that I have a wool shop that I'm like it, that's just how I am.
Yes.
But I think we're all really supportive of each other, aren't we?
I
Yeah,
think we
definitely.
are.
And like,
yeah.
we're just, I think we're all very nice and we will just encourage your love of wool.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think your shop feels like a real community.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a
And
shop.
I don't tell you off if you bought wool from somewhere else, which other people do as well. You
I
can,
know that.
you can come to my shop and tell me that you've been and bought somewhere else, and I won't
and
tell
you don't have
off.
to whisper it.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it if you came in and said, "Can you help me with my pattern? I got it from Lidl." I'd just say, "Well, no, go back to Lidl."
Yeah.
But we get that on our stall, don't we? We get
Yeah.
people who've bought yarn from a different stall,
Yeah.
and then they come to us and they're trying to match colours up, and you can see them sometimes trying to do it
Hide
like
it.
really
Yeah, that's
secret, and we're
fine,
like,
yeah.
no, for heaven's
Well, 'cause that's
sake.
what, with the scarf I'm doing now.
Yeah, for heaven's
Dave-
sake, we
Dave
buy
bought me
wool from other
Yeah,
places.
yeah.
Of
you
course
know.
we do.
You
So
know,
I do love that about us. Like,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we are all the same. We're
But
all
I
very
think-
supportive.
I think small businesses and especially crafting, you need to encourage each other.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's there's enough people out there who want to slate everybody else off, isn't there? And I
Yeah.
think it's really important that everybody helps each other. Yeah, you are competing against
Well,
each
yeah.
other in different things, but to me that's for the customer
And the
to
thing is, if
decide,
my
isn't it?
It is.
absolutely, so if my customers didn't buy from me, they wouldn't have my shop.
Yes.
Because that's how
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah.
So hopefully they love me and the shop enough that that's where they choose naturally
Yeah.
to buy their wool from
Yes.
because they want to be part of the shop.
Yes.
And if they don't, that's fine, but it won't be there. So it just
Yeah.
all depends on your
Yeah, exactly.
And therefore, I
You're
think
part
that's
of it.
why you get like-minded people
yeah.
that come back and become
Yeah.
loyal customers.
Yeah. So like when I had to buy fluorescent from somewhere else because you didn't do it.
Now you can.
Yeah, I mean, how dare she? I don't know. In fact, I don't know.
I know. Actually, I'm going because before you kick me out.
Yeah.
So yeah, love you guys.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. Dominique won't say anything affectionate. That's fine.
I do love you.
Oh. Oh.
Wait till she shouts at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an in job.
Yeah.
Right, I think that we've.
We are really going this
we are really-
time.
I'm going,
Dominique's got a bit of work in like a minute.
I'm going
Yeah.
to try and press the button. So
Thanks for having me.
bye.